So what do you think of Eddie Grant, Robert
Well,
Gonsalves?
well, I think of Eddy Grant as a gentleman. I knew him since we were kids in High Street. That's in Working Russ, Georgetown, Guyana. And I always knew he'd be somebody. I always thought he had a good voice. He just had to apply himself at the time. But we were young, and he did try, and he made it. Yes, and he had a #1 hit, and he sent a few minibuses to Guyana for people to use as minibuses, and he did a good job with that and successful. I always liked him. My sister remembered him very well before she died, and we were talking about him one day, and he's a very pleasant guy, a nice guy to listen to and to talk with. I can't remember much of his parents, but I remember they were also decent people. And we all grew up in George Street, in High Street, and we did pretty good together. He was never in trouble that I know of, like me. I was never in trouble. And we never used to hang out much, but he hung out more with my bigger brother, Stanley. And that's what I remember about this gentleman. He's a very pleasant individual.
Can you tell us about when he moved to London?
When we moved to London, it was not a surprise to me. It was in the 60s. And I knew he would do well. I really did. We all root for him. As youngsters, we didn't have anything else to do, and we always remember him.
Thank you.
You're welcome.